Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Expert Advice at YCast Digital. I'm your host Fatima Nasi. Today we have very special guest, Miss Caroline Helen.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
She is Head of International Recruitment from Royal Holloway University of London. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Can you introduce yourself and your connection with Royal Holloway University of London?
So I'm Caroline. As mentioned, I'm the Head of International Student Recruitment at Royal Holloway, which is part of the University of London. I've worked for UK universities for 15 years now, and I've been at Royal Holloway for 2 years. And it's a beautiful university that I'm very proud to work for.
What's special about Royal Holloway University of London?
We are known as one of the most beautiful universities in the world. So if anyone has seen the pictures, there is this big castle-like beautiful building which is at the heart of our campus. You may recognise it. Lots of things have been filmed there, from kind of Avengers, The Crown, Downton Abbey, You Season 4, some Bollywood films such as Judwar 2. So it's a really beautiful campus. It's very friendly and supportive, and it's just outside of central London, so 40 minutes out, so cheaper living costs, and green and space and kind of very safe campus. But we also have a central London campus as well for students wanting to be in central London, and that teaches some postgraduate courses and a 2-year undergraduate business programme as well.
Interesting. And what range of popular programs does Royal Holloway offers?
So law, which is always popular in Pakistan, we have computer science, and we have a very famous centre that specialises in cyber security, info security, so big on courses and AI, things like that. We are top 30 in the world for media arts, performing, music as well, kind of in the QS ranking. So I know not as popular course, but very highly ranked. And of course, always business, entrepreneurship, marketing, plus psychology, biological sciences, and other courses.
And how's university ranking globally?
So we're usually, there's lots of different rankings, but usually around the 30s. So in the Times ranking, we are 32nd, but many of our departments are top 10 or top 20 in the UK.
And what career services are offered to help international students, like internship and jobs?
Any UK university should have lots of support services for students. We recognise students are paying a lot of money to come and study in the UK, and it has to be worth it for them. It has to be value for money. So at Royal Holloway, we have a very broad careers service and employment support, whether that's helping get part-time jobs, improving CVs, LinkedIn, networking, interview skills, these are basics really. We do mentoring schemes where students can shadow either third-year students or even some alumni who have some really great success stories. But what I think is important at Royal Holloway, we have the central careers service, but we also have at least a role or even a team in the business school of department-specific careers service support. So, for a marine biology student or a student kind of looking to study AI, not always the general careers service will have, the unique information for them. So those roles help the student with a lot more kind of department specific. It looks all about academic links and company and industry links as well. We also have a lot of student support. So we have a specific international student support team, and they help with students before they arrive. We want to prepare our students to make sure they understand the British culture and ready to move in and the way the academics expected of them. So we run lots of webinars before students get there. We have WhatsApp groups and community groups so students can speak to other students that are starting. So again, they can make friends before they get there. And we just want our students to feel comfortable and excited, because we know it's a daunting and kind of scary time, but kind of excited that they can kind of start their course with us at Royal Holloway and get stuck in straight away. We also do free airport pickups for our students. We're 10 minutes from Heathrow Airport, so nice and easy around the corner to get there. And we let our international students move into accommodation 3 days before all of the home UK students. So they have 3 days just to settle in, and we do campus tours and just to kind of help them adjust to living in the UK.
That's great. And what's your favorite spot on campus? Like, tell us about the campus environment.
Yes. So because we're just outside of London, we do have the space for loads of football pitches. We've, of course, got cricket pitches and rugby, track. So lots of different things there. My favourite Probably something a little bit different. So we have a big American football pitch, and we even have kind of coaches for American football. But if it's favourite society, we have a new drones robot wars society. That's my favourite society.
What are the scholarships offering by Royal Holloway University of London?
So for our masters postgraduate students, we have a £6,000 automatic discount. So any students from Pakistan who are applying for our masters get the £6,000 deduction off their fees. For undergrad students and for bachelor's level, we have a £3,000. It's done on their grades, so it's ABB or equivalent, and they will look at kind of your grades. But we also have some department scholarships, and they range from £5,000 up to even £12,000, and that's for both levels as well. So if you've got any students interested in information security, English literature, history, then we have some quite big scholarships for those.
Tell us about the deadline of intake, scholarships, and how students can apply.
I'm glad you differentiated between kind of scholarships and applying, because those deadlines do differ. And scholarship deadlines can really vary depending on the course and the scholarship and the university. So it is tricky for students. For many of our scholarships, they can close in March, so quite early, and some do go on until June. But I would always stress to the students, check the website, make sure you don't miss that deadline. The £6,000 I talked about is automatic, so you don't need to apply for that. But the academic scholarships have those deadlines. Ideally, for undergrad students applying for bachelors, they follow the UCAS deadline, and that's kind of mid-January. Students can apply afterwards, but courses start to get full up. So ideally, they're applying by January. For postgraduate students for masters, the deadlines can be kind of June, July, but again, the earlier, the better, especially because we want time to sort out the visa process as well.
Does grades and co-curricular activities carry more weight?
Not as much as, say, applying to the US, if I'm honest. So UK universities are very clear that they want, a certain grade, and the personal statement will talk mostly about the academic. I would say kind of 20-30% is about the extracurricular, any work experience. So it helps, but I'll be honest, not as much as the grades.
What your university majors differentiate you from others?
A centre called the Information Security Group. That's kind of computer science related, AI, cybersecurity, information security. They are really prestigious courses. The centre's been going for 35 years. They work with the government and some think tanks. So these are really cool courses at the forefront of what they're doing. Also, I mentioned media arts department, so top 30 in the world in the QS rankings. And we have, film, music, performing arts. But a course I love is the video games art and design course, because it's very practical.
So the world is revolving and everybody's talking about AI. Are there any skill-based courses that you guys are offering in university?
Yes, good question. We do a variety of AI courses, cybersecurity, information security. That's in the prestigious 35-year-old centre that works with the local government. We do cybersecurity, as I mentioned, but we also do an AI for business course as well. What I love with these courses is online, it gives you this is what your course might look like, but it has a very clear, this may change, and this may change during your studies as well, because as we know, AI is changing every day. So we want to teach the forefront of what we are learning. So I really appreciate that the course and the directors are kind of keeping up to date and wanting to teach the most recent information.
Tell us about your experience in Pakistan.
I feel very lucky that I got to experience Basant Festival in Lahore last night when I arrived. So I know it's obviously not been running for a long, long time. I flew a kite. I was on a rooftop. I just felt very lucky to be able to experience that. But I love being here. The food, the people, the nice hot weather.
And there are a variety of cuisines in Pakistan. Tell us about your favorite food.
I love, the curries. I like spicy food, so kind of the curries and the dal. I'll tell you one thing I'm not sure about. I tried pan, I think it is, pan, for the first time. And that was a very interesting range of flavours that I haven't tried before. So I'm not still sure on that one, but yeah, the curries for sure.
And would you like to give one piece of advice for students who are planning to study abroad?
So, piece of advice, it would be to apply early, for one. Pakistani students are very welcome at Royal Holloway and in the UK, and ABN are here as our official partner to support you with that.